So we're not far off the year of 2025, and we are still seeing actual like journalists say that Caitlin Clark was not anything to do with the reason the WNBA has grown. We are nearly in 2025, and we're still hearing this. Especially because, if you guys don't know, I'm not joking when I say this. We are like a few days off this being released. Basically, an economist or a finance expert implying that Caitlin Clark effectively generated 50% of their broadcast value. And also that she was responsible for like 26% of all income in the league. And like that includes the previous TV deal, which was 60 million a year. That's not included in the 25% that she was she was in. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. And she also apparently generated 36 million for Indiana. But no, we have got no brand experienced more growth in 2024 in the WNBA. Caitlin Clark doesn't get all the credit. A new report tracks how consumers perceive thousands of brands. No brand's reputation rose more than the WNBA's. Obviously, almost certainly because of her. If she decided to play another year in Iowa, and I mean this, I genuinely mean this, the WNBA would have, this is what we always say. Like, WNBA was on a, steady growth, and then it just boomed. Without Caitlin Clark, it would have just stayed on the steady growth. Even with the addition of Angel Reese, it would have stayed on the steady growth. It still would have grown, but it boomed into the stratosphere. And more so than anything, what Caitlin Clark did was, amongst casual fans, improve how the WNBA was looked at. There are a lot of casual fans there are fans that made fun of the WNBA that are legitimately now saying the WNBA is a better product than the NBA because of how bad the NBA has been. And that would have never happened in the past because these people wouldn't have watched the WNBA in the first place. But yeah, it's rare that sports league ever makes any type of ranking we put out. Obviously, we certainly never had a women's pro league. Why is that? To generate or support fastest growing brands, how many consumers said they consider purchasing from brand in Q3 compared to Q1. Although WNBA's purchase consideration remains relatively low, 16% expressed interest, it improved by 3.2 percentage points from Q1, giving it the biggest overall gain. And it probably had a big freaking gain because in Q1, we knew Caitlin Clark was coming into the league. Part of the league's growing appeal is due to the higher purchase consideration levels across several demographics, whether it was men, baby boomers, or individuals with annual income of less than 50k. Everyone's warming up to the league. Oh, so everyone's warming up to the league. Why is that? Why is everyone warming up to the league? More men are warming up to the league than women. Why is that? How the WNBA did it. While these did it, much of the story centered around its fan base, which came out in droves. So you're basically saying the old fans are what happened. Oh, so we've had a huge growth. Why is it? Oh no, it's not because of the players coming in. And I'm sorry, we cannot, you cannot equate what Caitlin Clark did to what Angel Reese did. I'm sorry. When Angel Reese plays Caitlin Clark, yes, it's the biggest game. Angel Reese, the second biggest draw on the W. No one's questioning that. But when Caitlin Clark plays Angel Reese, there's 2.5 million. When Angel Reese doesn't play Caitlin Clark, she gets 500,000. When Caitlin Clark plays Arike Gumbawale, there's still 2 million people watching that game. People are interested in the story, but people aren't going to watch Angel Reese unless she's playing Caitlin Clark. Maybe if she's playing Aja Wilson. Maybe sometimes if she's playing Aja Wilson. But, yeah, more than 54 unique viewers tune in for games across these platforms. ESPN averaging 1.19 per game, up 170%. CBS 1.1 million. Well, literally, I'm pretty sure 30% of all watched games were from Indiana, and nearly 50% of all fans who attended games or something was Indiana. 154 sellouts amounted to a spike. Sellouts are very different when it's Gamebridge 17,000 or when the Atlanta Dream sell out 3,000. In fairness, the Aces do sell out. Indeed, additional figures. For every organic moment, it seems like they've had a marketing beat ready to go. What do you mean a marketing beat ready to go? Myriad WNBA stars serves as the faces for all these brands. Cool. Candace Parker, the rookie, Cameron Brink. They have the Valkyries. They renewed their broadcasting deals as they expand to 44 games. What are we doing? What are we actually doing? We are in the year of 2025 almost. We are 1 month from 2025. And in a week where people are like trying to explain just how much of a factor. In a week where Caitlin Clark, it's come out that she made $11 million from brand deals in the year of 2024. In a year where it's been proven that she is one of the biggest draws in all of sports. And heck, at this stage, I would rather you freaking give Angel Reese credit than try to say that the old WNBA fans. What do you mean the old WNBA fans that used to just sit on spaces and call players every name under the sun? Like, I'm sorry, the old WNBA fans that actually used to allow Aja Wilson's friend to like be a prominent voice when he might be one of the worst people ever. And obviously, you can look into the criminal record of that guy, but I'm not even going to say the guy's name. The old WNBA fans that have a huge issue with Connecticut Sun's coach, the Connecticut Sun coach, is it because he's a bad coach? No. But they have a huge issue because he's a man and he's not American and he's white. And then the same people have an issue say, I don't mind Tyler Marsh because he was with the Aces for a few years for the Sky. But I'm like, this guy has been a head coach at the Olympics women's basketball. He's been a head coach at EuroLeague women's basketball. He's won the French league as a women's basketball coach. Just because you don't know who he is, suddenly he's a problem. Not even a problem based on his coaching ability. Because you don't know who it is, there's a problem because he's a white male. And he's not American. Not American is another thing that they've thrown in. They've gone with the trifecta of discrimination against coaches. So those old WNBA fans' voices are being drowned out, and it's going to be the best thing for this league. It is going to be the best thing for this league when we can talk about the basketball. When we can watch Arike Ogunbowale cook and not have to care about anything else other than the fact that she is a hooper. When we can watch Caitlin Clark dominate and not give a damn about anything other than basketball. When we can watch players like, I would be shocked if the Connecticut Sun with Alyssa Thomas, she's not looking like freaking Jokic next season without the 3-ball. When we can not talk about the basketball. It's going to be great. It's going to be great when all that's gone and we can talk about the damn basketball. But apparently, Caitlin Clark is not the reason for the growth of the WNBA. It's these old WNBA fans that I can almost guarantee that vast majority of these growth can't stand. Apparently the people that, and the growth by audience, the people that are new to the league, which is the growth, can't stand the legacy fans. Most of them can't stand the legacy media. It's the reason why this channel has grown. It's the reason why this channel has received, I'm not joking, and because you have to click on YouTube videos, so it's not shorts. There's no short views on this channel. So you can't scroll. It's the reason why this channel has nearly 25 million views in 6 months. Because people are sick of legacy media. People are sick of what the WNBA has been previously. And they're excited for what the WNBA is going to be. When Paige comes in, when Flau'jae comes in, when Kiki Iriafen comes in, when Juju comes in, when Hidalgo comes in. And even if you don't like these people as people, they're going to be really interesting players anyway. But yeah, that's pretty much it. In the year of our Lord 2024, people are still saying the reason why the WNBA grew was not due to Caitlin Clark. And heck, again, even if I would have less of a problem if you equated it to freaking Angel Reese, because Angel Reese is more of a reason for the growth than the old fans coming out in droves. Like, come on now.